Rejoice, everyone! I can finally say with full certainty, Mega Man is back! And better than ever!
Super Planet Robot!
Better than ever, you say?
Mega Man!
Welcome back, Rock.
Also, unfortunately, you guys will hear a fucking fan in the background.
That'll be a bitch
fine.
now.
Oh, wait, voice acting?
Oh yeah, that's right. This is Dr. Light and Dr. Wily back when they were just university students.
So Albert...
And he still sounds like an old man.
I forgot that Wily's name is Albert.
One thing that I love as being a fan of the Archie comics, young Wily here, with the exception of the hair, he actually looks pretty similar to how Xander Payne looks. Which in the context of the Archie series actually makes sense.
At that point, I'm wondering if it was intentional.
Also, yes, my headcanon is that that's Dr. Lind in the back right now. That's my headcanon. Argue with me, defend it.
Yeah, that... Oh, and maybe the blonde guy
Oh,
next
that could
to
be
her is
Cossack.
Cossack.
That's a good point. By the way,
Yeah.
don't mind the fact that the head of the research department had the most ridiculous Luigi mustache.
Well, everyone has weird hairstyles in
That's
this
the guy.
series.
Oh yeah, by the way, this is a voice acted cutscene that was like a flashback. What is going on here?
Skull jammies.
He's so evil, his pajamas have skulls.
Honestly, I'm just surprised Dr. Wily still wears pajamas.
Also, oh, what is that? Somebody is flashing the smash signal. I'll be an assist trophy.
Wait, only an assist trophy? Darn.
And it was at this point that Wily realized that, hey, he could actually use something he developed and forgot about for over 3 decades.
Character development in Mega Man 11.
Welcome.
The version I'm playing being the Nintendo Switch version. Go figure.
Welcome to what Mighty Number 9 should have been.
I had a feeling that was going to be brought up.
And also the only classic Mega Man game I've...
This title theme is
That
my
is
favorite
my
song.
one and done.
Yes.
And also the only classic Mega Man game I've ever beaten.
Really?
This is all.
You did not.
This is also. I will say the this title theme is also easily my favorite song in the soundtrack right now. And I love it.
Pretty good song.
I actually love the soundtrack, not going to lie. Alright? Especially Blast Man and Acid Man stages.
But
By the
yes.
way, how
Yeah.
dare you turn on Rapid Shot? How dare you?
Hey, it's there.
How,
It's part of.
how dare I make the game more convenient for me?
Let's do
It's
this.
not like
James.
the game. It's not like it was hard built into the game or anything. Unlike every other collection where it was just an added gimme.
The year is
The year is
20
20XX again.
At the laboratory, the Thomas Light, father of modern robot society, many hard-working robots have arrived for their annual maintenance checkup.
By the way, people,
No, this is what Wait, this is what happened in 10. Oh, hey, Blockman.
All right, Blockman, now turn around and cough.
You're in great shape.
No.
And all thanks to you, Doc. You built me rock solid.
Oh,
not
man,
going to
hope
lie, I do like about 98% of the voices in this game. With the
I like
exception
all
of
of
one, and we'll get to him.
Hey, roll.
Roll.
How many checkups
With your
are
cute
left?
little outfit, that's a nice amalgamation of her classic innate outfit.
With Blockman,
Yeah, I like it too.
Torchman, Acid Man,
And she's voiced by Ashley from WarioWare Gold.
Blast Man, Fuse Man, Thunder Man,
Nice.
and Blast Man.
By the way, I'd like to make mention real quick that with one or two exceptions, Roll pretty much just gave out the exact order of the Robot Masters.
Wait, guys!
Oh, hey, Otto.
That's Otto's actual voice. Sorry, Logan.
I don't care.
You know, for a robot,
I also love
well,
that.
it was good while it lasted.
now let's
I love that joke. It's like, how about you give your favorite assistant a break? I don't need a break.
Mr. Torchman, please proceed to the...
Mr.
Oh, no.
Epic Voice Guy from the Honest trailers. Not joking.
Mr. Robot who is left to be hacked by anybody. I know that siren anywhere.
Good old Dr. Wily. The man who knows no means of
wait.
subtlety. And hey, Mega Man.
Doctor, what's going on?
And here's the voice I don't
Whoa,
like.
hello,
Ben
Mega.
Guys, Ben Diskin, I like you. You're a very nice guy. I met you in real life. You are a fun, fantastic person. I love you in almost every single role.
Quick about it.
You were poorly cast. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna have
You sound like Ben Diskin, you sound like you're 30, and you're playing a kid who's supposed to be younger than 15, like, physically.
Someone, I remember someone
Yeah.
saying this about Ben, and I can't help but think that I kind of agree with him. Would you say he'd be better suited for X than Classic?
Probably.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think X would have been great. Also, oh my gosh, so sorry, the game. James, what is going on?
So let's just say that Dr. Wily decides to reuse an old thing he was trying to research called the double gear system, and he's gonna first things first, he's gonna sick it out on all these robot masters that just so happen to be conveniently placed right here.
Oh no.
Well, I hope. Well, oh jeez.
By the way, did anybody notice that there's a chicken leg in a microwave connected to the machine?
Yes.
That is odd.
What have you done?
No, that's just Dr. Light's lunch.
Nobody blocks Black Man!
Except for Camilla.
I feel so bad that I'm gonna have to kill you later.
Poor
So,
Mark Swint. He's actually good as Blockman.
so yeah, we don't ever, because these robots don't ever get repaired, do they? We just blow them up.
No, they
I
get
think it
repaired.
repaired.
Oh, thank goodness.
We will get to that in the end.
Yeah, I see the chicken.
To be fair, they're not Wily's robots, so of course they're not going to stay dead for long.
And actually, just one more thing I want to point out, just a quick voice actor thing. The guy who does the voice of Wily here, Keith Silverstein, and I think he does a good job as Wily, he is the current voice actor for Vector the Crocodile.
He really has completed.
Yeah. He does a shit ton of voice acting. He is also Torbjorn.
Oh,
I'm sorry. When I hear Mega Man's voice actor, he reminds me of the voices that they gave the quote-unquote children in Ape Escape.
I can kind
oh,
of.
you mean
By the
oh,
way-
you, oh, you
by
mean
the
like
way-
yeah, go ahead.
That Wily developed back at Robot
Here's my Nintendo Switch I've been working
Install this
on.
into your circuit.
Well, they clearly were trying to make comparisons of that with
Yeah.
the red and blue, I
It's
think.
dangerous.
But anyway,
Double
just to
gear
let you
places
know
great
also,
strain on robot systems.
Mega Man
take it,
so
Doctor.
Ben Diskin,
I wanna
I
do
love
this
his
no matter
acting.
the cost.
When I first met him, it was
you
then that I realized,
The
oh,
installation will
he's
take
number
some time.
one from Kids Next Door.
And number 2.
And he used it. He literally as
If you
Double
ace
gear
me
system
Sorry.
is fully
Anyway,
finally.
when Ben
Hang on,
Diskin
wait,
was
Matt, Matt, hang on. Can we actually wait till after the cutscene stuff?
No, fine.
So, long story short, Dr. Light has implanted Mega Man with Dr. Wily's prototype double gear system, and now he can use it himself.
Mega Man.
By the way, I love his design here. I love all. Okay, I am going to be very, very controversial, but I think that this is the best lineup of Robot Masters and weapons yet.
I'll be back
I
soon.
like him
Well,
too.
that will definitely
two.
the implementation, I think.
Bit sudden to jump into that, but I honestly can't disagree with that. I mean, they really gave it their all with this game, and you can definitely feel it with the overall
Whoa.
gameplay feel and
Bullet time.
mechanics that it introduces. Like
It,
again, the
it
double
pretty
gear
much
system.
just is bullet time.
And hypercharge.
Yep. Anyway, guys.
So wait,
uh,
so I need to ask them, what's the drawback to using all these gears for Oh,
Yeah.
if you use the gear for too long, then the cooldown time is much slower.
what's the double gear?
It's basically a.
The double gears when you get hurt too much, and you can activate both the speed and power gears at one time. But after you use it, the double gear system is not accessible for a while, and you cannot charge shot.
Ouch.
Not only that, but you can only shoot out one pellet at a time.
Jeez.
It basically is a big gamble.
So it's basically a double whammy of a sort. But you get a massive power boost, but if you fail to capitalize on it, you're about as
There are robot masters, by the way.
Yeah, sorry. Wait, hang on. Sorry, back to you, James. What was that?
Here's Blockman.
Okay, I was just saying, I get it. So the double gear is basically an all or nothing.
Basically. And
But
yeah.
anyway, so Ben Diskin, really quick, it was when I first met him that I learned that he was,
Nice.
he was number one from Codename
And
Kids
two.
Next Door.
And he
Yeah,
said
well-
he literally. Nice.
Yeah, he literally used the exact same voice, except aged up the voice when he played Joseph Joestar.
Nice.
Nice. And,
Interesting. So yeah, that's pretty much the double gear system in action. Basically, you use it to turn the tides in your favor. It's mostly a feature that's been more beneficiary for newcomers to the series because, say, if you're a veteran of Mega Man, you honestly don't have to rely on the double gear system that often unless you want to break the game down to gears.
Yeah.
Like here.
No, the metal.
Yeah, it's like
Bye, Matt.
honestly,
For the first time ever, you can actually use a charge shot to actually pop the helmets off the Mitars and then blow them up a second time. Though you got to be quick on the draw in that case.
Not just Matars, any enemy that has a shield, except for these guys, you can knock their shield off for a little bit.
And actually, yeah, just going back to Charge Shot, that's one thing I definitely appreciate. Like, unlike 9 and 10, which try to go a little too classic, in 11 they do bring back the Charge Shot and the slide, and it's still just as handy and fun as ever.
Oh, this
yeah.
mid-boss.
And I do appreciate for this game, they do have a dedicated slide button.
Okay, by the way, Blockman is one of my favorite Robot Masters because you see those symbols on the side of of this thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blockman literally made up his own language just to put on random shit.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
no. Oh yeah, no, dude. Like Blockman is pretty much a straight. He's a straight up. Well,
He's a dork, and I love him.
oh yeah, he's a massive dork. And honestly, it depends on the region. But sometimes he can either be seen as like this. Well, again, he's kind of a massive dork who's pretty much got a massive passion for his art. And then you got the Japanese version where he's kind of like that, though he's also more of like a child in nature.
That's
It's
fair.
even reflected in his voice acting. Honestly, it's kind of funny to me in a way, because he's one of the few characters that honestly you can tell there's like two different mindsets with him if you actually look upon the translations or the dubs or
Yeah.
whatever.
By the way, I do love in this game that they not only give the Robot Masters personality, especially with their voices, but also the fact that you get to learn what robot companies made them.
Yeah, because that's actually an interesting thing. Like, all these, they're not just Lights or just Wileys. They're actually built by different companies. One of them, in particular, is actually Dr. Cossack. He's the one that made Tundra Man.
Oh,
Which,
cool. Well, that makes
by
sense.
the way, am I the only one who's offended that the Russian made the snow one?
No, it just seems more. It just seems fair, fitting. Why
To
would
be
you
fair,
make a
that,
volcanic one?
honestly, it's that kind of tone that it's the same kind of tone I expect from like Punch Out, so I'm okay with it.
So,
Yeah.
By the way,
also-
I
oh,
fucking
hang on.
hate this part.
Hang on, Matt. I was gonna say, yeah, this part actually sucks because Bombless Pits always suck. I was gonna say those robots that fade in and out, I don't care for. And as you see, James is gonna use the Rapid Buster because fight him, he can do it. He can do what he wants. Also, as you saw, and new for this game, we have a brand new pickup, which are like a little pink. It's like a gear with a little pink core, and those are what.
Evil
Oh,
Ed.
Careful.
Oh, look, 3-1 up. Ah! Evil Eddie, get him!
Come on, come on.
Nice.
There you go.
But yeah, and,
Hey,
and
thank you, Speed Gear.
And those gear pickups are what can help, like, already cool. They can help cool down your double gear feature on the fly.
There you go.
So, I will say, having played the demo, I'm not actually going to get this game, but I played the demo, so I played the stage and know what it's like. But having played the demo, I really do like this. I do like the twin gear system. I like this almost like dance you have to perform with the commands and like when to push what and like move about and maneuver around things. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and honestly, I think I don't know if I've already outright said it, but this is easily the most fluid Mega Man's ever controlled. It's honestly honestly, he controls like a dream in this game.
By the way,
Definitely.
just going to say, this game is amazing, but it's still a classic Mega Man game.
So be careful.
And
Anything will kill you.
honestly, I would honestly rate this game in terms of its overall difficulty. I'd rank it just in between Mega Man's 9 and 2.
Oh, jeez.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is. It can get hard, and we will see it
Yeah.
in the stage after.
Oh god.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's right. Those things actually don't kill us.
Much like Mega Man 9 before it, I would argue that this game is a little difficult, but it's also pretty fair. Like,
Yeah, it
I
is
can't
fair.
think there aren't too many instances I would outright
gosh.
deem cheap, with the exception of
Torchman.
Torchman's level. Ugh.
Well, it looks like right there. It looks like right there. You can't get hit off of ledges. You'll grip onto the edge. Those blocks back there won't actually crush you to death. They'll just hurt you. So there is some fairness. But here's the thing. Think about it like this. The game has outright given you a free, technically infinite if you manage it properly, bullet time. The levels designs are going to take advantage of that
No.
fact very much.
No, Logan. The thing is, it's not infinite until you beat the game.
But,
Then you
okay.
get the infinite.
Well, I'm just saying, like in general, the fact is that
Just the fact that you have a lot of leeway with this system.
so they're good. So the system knows that you. Oh,
Aww,
what?
you can't jump
Yeah.
through the gates? I'm offended.
Nah, it's
0 out of
fine.
10. Worst Mega Man game ever.
Can I just say that
It's-
that's the single stupidest thing people can complain about?
It really is.
I-
Walkman.
Anyway, guys,
You're just another brick in the wall.
Oh, am I?
They actually have quotes before you fight them.
Yeah, kind of.
Cute.
Oh jeez. Yeah,
All
they
things
talk.
considered, though, I do kind of miss how Mega Man powered up. They actually had full-on dialogue between the two, which I kind of wished was also the case in Mega Man 11. But I mean, I'll take the opening quotes. as well.
I agree with some Holy
Wait,
Gods.
wait, what's going on? Wait.
Yep. This is the big thing with these guys. Not only were they hacked by Wily, they were given the double gear system by Wily.
But that said, however, it is explained in some lore dialogue in the gallery menu that every Robot Master only got one piece of the double gear system. So in a way, it's kind of false advertising. It's just a single gear, but each Robot Master has one part of the gear. Like obviously, Blockade gear is running off the power gear, whereas other ones run off the speed gear. I think out of all the characters, I think Wily himself is the only one that actually uses both.
But as you can see, big thing with this game is that the bosses actually have phases.
And I love how that for that final bit, Blockman just gets fucking panicky and starts throwing his blocks everywhere.
Yeah. And I will say, these are, in my opinion, some of the best boss battles just ever made. They are fantastic.
Well, for the Mega Man series, I'll agree to that.
Oh, jeez. And also new for this series is that not only do you get new weapons...
And totally not a kick in the face for My Day Number 9.
Ha! You get full-on, like, texture skins.
Yeah. By the way, the whole dialogue between
let's try it out.
Mega Man and the Robot Masters, the fact that
Whoa!
you wanted it... Oh yeah, each weapon has a system in the power gear that makes it, like, well, powerful.
And I will say, I think that's where the power gear shines the most, when you actually combine that with the special weapons, because you can get some really nasty combinations with them that just obliterate everything.
And I am... Oh, the store!
I
Also, I was to say, I am appreciative that they give you a chance to demo the power-ups before you go into stages and waste energy.
I love that too.
Anyway, guys, the whole... James, you wanted the Robot Masters and Mega Man to talk a bit.
Sure?
I agree with Some Call Me Johnny in his Mighty Number 9 review in that it gets distracting and makes you lose focus.
Well, hold on. What I mean by that is that I'm not saying like talk during the battle, but like have like opening like conversations before you start the battle. Again, like how Mega Man Powered Up handled it.
True.
Yeah, energy bouncer.
That's all I would ask for. And again, like it is so weird listening to Otto's current voice now, and just with the knowledge that like what we've done with the past Mega Man games, where we essentially just turned him into what was he called from Sam and Max?
He's one of the cops.
Yeah, I know. But I still like it anyway.
I'm surprised that you brought the joke and yet you forget his name.
I keep forgetting his name.
Anyway, guys, let's go on to one of my favorite Robot Masters in this game, along with one of my least favorite stages.
Welcome to Acid Man.
Holy crap! Have we already fought over 80 Robot Masters in all the games?
Look closely at that window as you pass through it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, like I will say that another thing about Mega Man 11 that's pretty awesome is that there's a lot of sorry, little guy. Oh, there he is.
See it?
Yep.
He's on the prowl.
Yeah, him and Impact Man have a thing where they actually do appear in the background of their stages.
Which I will say, I do remember hearing in an interview they wanted to do that with all the Robot Masters in a sense, but they only, decided to do it with just Acid Man and Impact Man, which is a shame, because I mean, not to say that they should always have the attack ready for Mega Man, but just be on the scene, just setting everything up for the big dramatic battle.
Yeah.
I think that would...
Hang on, Hype first. What's up, Hype?
I was gonna say, technically, Impact Man actually does that same thing, but I'll get a little more into that once we actually get to a stage.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying though. Like I think Impact Man's the only one that actually tries to actively attack you throughout the stage. Whereas Acid Man here, you just see him in the background. Like I kind of wish they did a little bit more of that with the other Robot Master, but I can also understand why they decided to tone back on that.
Oh, jeez.
Because it would just mean a lot more work just to figure out how they should interact with you along with the stage.
Power Spike still insta death.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, hey Sniper Joe's.
Hey.
By the way, just to let you know, Anyway, just to let you know, a lot of people complain about the music in this game. I'm sorry, I really do like the music.
Whoa, James, what happened over
Not
there?
many people complain about it.
I will
Oh,
say
gosh.
I will say in terms of the music is concerned, the music, like the actual songs themselves are good. I will agree that the instrumentation is a little less than stellar.
They should have
Yeah,
focused more on the
although-
melodies. And wait, what's
I don't
that?
know,
What
I
is that
really-
gonna do? Oh, jeez.
I really love this song and think it's one of the best.
Okay,
It's good.
I need to ask this, otherwise I'll never get a chance to ask it. What happens if those things like acid droplets touch the water?
Basically, they change colors, but once it turns green, it pretty much becomes acid, and you can't get into it, otherwise you damage yourself.
Yeah,
Okay.
it starts off as
Yellow or
yellow,
blue.
then it goes red, and then blue, and then acid.
Well, technically, it starts off blue, then yellow, and red and green.
This is
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of the
sorry.
mental. Yeah, this is
Can
kind
I
of
just
like.
say? Can I just say the description for the junk robots that are flowing through here is also it's kind of sad in a way.
What is it?
Yeah.
They just
Also, easiest one-up ever.
Hi. Yeah.
thank
back
you,
to
water physics. But like they just claim that some robots just went down like the tubes that they weren't supposed to, and they just ended up
Oops.
dead.
Yeah.
Mid boss.
Mini boss.
And watch as I break this one in half.
This boss is easy when you got this.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. Also, just to let you know, the order we are going in is the official order that the strategy guide tells you to go in. That gives you the most amount.
Also, don't mind Mac
I'm not-
calmly.
Like that
Oh, wait.
follows the
Actually,
weakness.
yeah.
Anyway,
Hype.
sorry.
You go. What's up?
I was just going to say one more thing regarding mini bosses. They have the same weaknesses as the robot masters.
Not always.
Almost, not always.
Well, overall, I do like that because
There's one in Torchman that you can easily break with Acid Man's weapon. That you
But
don't
I-
even
honestly-
even though Acid.
I was about to say, honestly, you don't even need Acid Man's weapon. That one is probably the most pathetic out of all of them, even with just the Mega Buster. Almost to make up for the stage
But
itself, I think.
But I do like that it still encourages. I do like. I'm going to finish this thought. That I do like that it encourages you to continue using your weapons outside of just the boss, like I normally would play these games. Also, I love how we're just gonna not once but 4 times now we're gonna have to gleam over the fact of James. What is that little mini menu you be popping up to take out your sub weapons with?
Oh, you mean the right stick menu?
Yeah.
That's how you can instantly change your special weapons, and I think it's a freaking godsend of a feature.
It is.
Makes
By the
the-
way,
keeps the
people,
flow going.
here's the reason why I hate this stage.
Oh!
Instant kill spikes everywhere.
Everywhere. Oh gosh.
By the way, there is an achievement for actually dropping on the spikes while you have invincibility frames.
Everything proof we are invincibility frames. Yay. Oh gosh. But this is a little. Also, isn't there like a dedicated rush coil button now as well, or
Yes, there is. There's a dedicated rush coil and a dedicated rush jet button.
which is so
And you
nice.
do get Rush Coil right off the bat, but you have to unlock Rush.
Guys?
What's up?
Yeah.
Here's the worst part.
Oh yeah, this one is really
control
cheap.
jump.
Look at that. That is a dick move.
That is like Meat Boy levels.
Yeah.
But that's the worst it ever is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah,
Well-
there is an achievement if you go through this level and taking out those enemies without having the pools
Oh,
turn
look at the
to
med
acid.
tool. Look at the med tool on the sign there. It's like no.
Aw.
Yep, that's the fate
There
they
you
shall
are.
share. And they'll pretty much become the scrap heap we already dealt with while inside the acid waters.
All right, let's do
By
this.
the way, Acid Man being weak to Blockman's weapon is a reference to acid bricks.
Acid bricks.
Yep, they are a chemically adhesive.
Oh gosh.
Like they are
Careful.
a chemically resistive brick.
Oh crap! Speed gear.
Yep. Also, quick VO trivia. I was just gonna say, quick VO trivia. The guy that voices Acid Man.
Not tempting
that-
fate here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the guy that voices Acid Man, and he was
Huh?
also the amiibo.
Mega Man amiibo.
Oh,
What does it do?
yeah.
You
If
use
you
the
press-
you. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, if you touch the Mega Man amiibo, you get mystery tanks.
Now, is this the Smash
Well-
amiibo or the 11 amiibo?
You can use either or.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, Matt,
Nice.
it's not just mystery tanks. It's usually like any random item, like an E-tank, weapon
That's
tank,
true.
mystery tank, whatever. The only downside is that you can only use that amiibo once per day.
Oh, and hype. And hype. What was the voice actor thing again?
The guy that voices Acid Man, as well as that one guy that Wiley and Light were talking to at the beginning, both him and Acid Man are voiced by Christopher Corey Smith, aka Lego Joker, up until DC Lego Villains.
Okay.
I was wondering why I got a Joker vibe from Acid Man.
In which they decided with that game, hey, let's get a reunion of everybody from the Justice League cartoon.
What does
Almost
this do?
everyone.
It's pretty much another berry weapon, and honestly, this one's pretty cool because it acts as both a weapon and a defensive maneuver.
Thank goodness.
Yep.
And if you power up with the power gear, it can not only eat through bullets but enemies as well. Observe.
And also, there is one
Awesome.
problem with, also, when you hit the enemies, with the barrier,
Yeah.
they turn into acid pellets.
Oh, and I saw that they could like damage other things. Okay.
So it's
well,
basically a double whammy of a special weapon, and honestly, it's pretty neat. Honestly, right next to the Jewel satellite, it's easily one of the best shield weapons in the series.
I still think the Jewel Satellite is the best.
Well, just because it's so well dense.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
still stoked to see what else is coming in this game.
So yeah, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for the next part where we tackle probably the most awe-inspiring of the Robot Masters, and boy does his voice make it show. Impact Man!
Bye-bye!
Bounce Man!
Time to spike!
Bye.